Good morning. It's Dr. Brenda Eschen Shoshana back with another little talk on happiness, peace of mind that cannot be taken away. And we're going to just explore what are some of the things that cause us to feel pain, fear, worry, anxiety, and what's behind it and how to let it go. The title today is a very, very, very bold title, and it's true though. It's called Suffering is Optional. Meaning suffering is optional. We don't have to actually suffer. How could this be true? Well, let's first begin to take a moment to understand the nature of pain itself. Because as soon as we feel pain, we get scared. We're afraid of it. We feel that pain is something that has to be avoided at all costs. And we'll do everything not to feel the pain, to push it away, to explain it, to deny it. But pain and suffering are two different things. Let me just explain this. It's so important. Yes, of course, in life we feel pain. A bee stings us, we hear a harsh word, we'll have a moment, a reaction. It's painful. But that pain will leave, it'll go away if we don't turn it into suffering. Pain and suffering are two different things, very different. Suffering is what we add to the pain. All the biggest stories we begin to tell ourselves, uh-oh, if we have a little pain, oh, this has got to be life-threatening, and I'm not going to live long. Or if somebody says something, we'll go on, she hates me, she's always hated me. We go into stories, we elaborate on the pain. We develop what I call catastrophic expectations, which is all kind of very scary stories again, and expectations that we're telling ourselves are going to happen. That, of course, causes suffering. And it embroils us in mental, emotional, spiritual anguish. But pain is just pain. When we can begin to experience it as a something momentary, something that's not, okay, we have a feeling, a little pain. It's not hurting us that much. Just feel it. Just feel it. Don't fight it. Don't oppose it. Just feel it. And then it leaves. It goes inevitably. That is the nature of pain. Suffering doesn't go so quickly. It becomes more and more embroiled and entangled in all of these stories we tell ourselves. So the very first step is to recognize that pain is part of life. Maybe we are outside and it's raining. Maybe we get hit by a little piece of hail in a snowstorm. It's a momentary thing. It's not going to be any lasting damage. Now, if we realize something is not of any lasting damage, it's a momentary experience. If we can receive it that way, and if we can take it that way, we're not going to suffer. We're going to handle what has to be handled at the moment and move along. And I have another very important point in this. Pain and the effort to be separate from it are the same thing. Very, very interesting here. We're going to another level of this. What really hurts is the resisting the pain. We resist it and we keep it stuck. We keep it there. We're fighting it. We're denying it. We're opposing it. We do that naturally sometimes. We don't know how not to resist, to allow. The effort of resisting, it's two forces pushing against each other, causes pain. That itself keeps the pain present, makes it worse. It's a very beautiful teaching to learn how to let go of resisting. You know, it's part of the martial arts as well, judo. Don't resist. As you allow it, you're not losing your energy by resisting. You're making space for everything to come and then everything to go, for the flow. You know, I worked for many, many years as a psychologist in practice, and I also worked for many years with the terminally ill early on, many years ago. These principles are eternal. They are applicable to psychological pain, physical, emotional, and even the pain that we receive when we hear the news. A lot. And a lot of, as we say, stories that we don't know, are they true? Are they not? What's going to happen? All of that. It causes such an upheaval. But if we don't resist it, you know what happens when we don't resist? Then we become much more clear-minded and are able to see for ourselves what's really going on and how to handle it beautifully. So I'm happy to share this. I like to share in little pieces so we can absorb it and actually live it in our lives every day. Try it. Try it. When something comes along that might be painful or upsetting, don't resist it. Just allow it, feel it, and let it go. Let it go. This is part of a very beautiful method called the releasing method, which is really being done now all over the world. Restore so much faith, hope, happiness, and well-being as well. Thank you for listening. It's a pleasure to be here. And don't turn your discomfort into suffering. Let it come and let it go. Thank you again and have a wonderful day. I'll be back soon. Take care. Bye-bye.